All right, next game, we have the Rockies taking on the Astros, 8-10 Houston. The Astros are minus $2, totals at 8. We saw a nickel move toward Houston, and a movement downward on the total. The Astros open $1.95 up to minus 200. Total open 8.5 down to 8 flat. 63% are leaning Astros, 71% shaded toward the over. Right now the Rockies are plus 170 on the money line. Houston minus $1.20 on the run line. We have German Marquez for Colorado, Zach Greinke for the Astros. Greinke's 10-4 on the year, 2.90 ERA, 0.95 WHIP. He also has 135 strikeouts in just 146 innings pitched. And of course, that was on that lackluster Diamondbacks team. So Greinke, just an incredible addition to this fully stacked starting rotation of the Astros. Now, German Marquez on the other side, he comes into this game with a 4.68 ERA for Colorado. Now, Houston is tied for the most wins in the American League. They have 73 of them, and they're actually 33 games over 500 right now. 73 and 40 overall for the year. 9 games ahead of Oakland in the division in that AL West. They are also first in striking batters out. That rotation and that bullpen, it's going to put Houston at first in striking batters out on average per game. Now, Colorado on the other side, winners in just 3 out of their last 13 on the road. They're 8 games under 500 right now at just 52 and 60 overall for the year. They've also won just 23 out of 56 when traveling. And just for semantics, Colorado is 21 and a half games back in the NL West. Of course, they're behind the best team in baseball, the LA Dodgers. Now, total-wise, well, we're looking at a Colorado team who's actually 14 and 10 to the over when German Marquez makes the start. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean Houston Astros minus 1.5 in the over 8 runs in that game. Next matchup, Braves, Twins, 8-10 Minnesota. The Twins are minus 155, totals at 10. We saw a 10-cent move toward the Twins and movement downward on the total. Minnesota open $1.45 up to 155. Total open 10.5 down to 10 flat. 58% are leaning Twins, 70% shaded toward the over. Right now the Braves are plus 145 on the money line. The Twins plus $1.15 on the run line. We're going to have a Mike Foltynewicz sighting. Folty's back. Foltynewicz for the Braves. Jose Barrios for the Twins. Barrios comes into this game with a 10-5 record, 2.80 ERA, and a 1.10 WHIP. Barrios also has 133 strikeouts in just 141 innings. Now, on the other side for the Braves, although we're happy to see Folty back, he is just 2-5 on the year, 6.37 ERA, 1.42 WHIP. The Braves have won just 4 out of their last 9 ball games. They're also winners in just 11 out of 29 as the official Underdog. They rank dead last in walks allowed on average per game. They're also 22nd in striking batters out. Now the Twins on the other side, they are second in scoring, second in hits, 7-1 in their last 8, first place in the AL Central. And when it comes to the scoring in this one, Atlanta's 4-2 to the under in their last 6. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean Minnesota Twins minus 155 and the under 10 runs in that game. Next matchup, Phillies, Diamondbacks, 940 Arizona. The D-backs are minus 120, totals 9.5. We saw a 10-cent move toward Arizona and movement downward on the total. The D-backs open $1.10 up to 120, total open 10 down to 9.5. 62% are leaning Phillies, 80% shaded toward the over. Right now the Phillies are plus 110 on the money line. The D-backs plus $1.60 on the run line. We have Jake Arrieta for the Phils, Mike Leake for the Diamondbacks. Leake comes into this game with a 4.27 ERA and a 1.26 WHIP. Arrieta on the other side for Philadelphia, 100 strikeouts in just 127 innings pitched. The D-backs are really struggling as of late. Winners in just 3 out of their last 8 ball games. They rank 18th in home scoring. They've also won just 25 out of 53 at Chase Field. Now the Phils on the other side, pretty good on the road as of late. 6-1 in their last 7 when traveling. They're also 29 and 23 ATS when traveling. They are in first place in that wild card spot. They're tied with the Nationals. They also rank 9th in offensive walks on average per game. Now, total-wise, the Diamondbacks are 31-22 to the under at home. I'm going to lean toward the road dog in this one, traveling very far away from South Philly. Give me the Phillies plus 110 and the under 9.5 in that game. Next matchup. Nationals, Giants, 9:45, San Francisco. No line currently posted for this game. We have Anibal Sanchez for the Nats, Connor Menez for the Giants. Menez gave up just 2 runs in 5 innings pitched in his debut back on July 21st. Anibal Sanchez on the other side for the Nats, 6-6 on the year, 3.80 ERA, 93 Ks in 106 innings. Washington is, like I just said, tied for first in that National League wild card spot. They're 4-2 in their last 6 taking on the Giants. They're also pretty good covering the run line away from home. They are 32-24 ATS when traveling. They also rank 5th in striking batters out on the road as well. Now the Giants, they were very hot for a couple of weeks there, but a little bit of a cooler now. They've dropped 4 out of their last 5. They've also won just 25 out of 54 at home. They're also covering just 23 out of 54 at home as well. The Giants rank 29th in runs allowed at home, which is second to last in Major League Baseball. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean Washington Nationals, winning this one outright for some money line cash. All right, next game, Padres, Mariners, 10-10 Seattle. No line currently posted for this game. We have Danielson Lamet for the Padres. Nobody for Seattle. TBA, to be announced. TBD, to be determined. But Danielson Lamet, strikeout machine. 30 Ks in 23 innings pitched. San Diego's also 6-0, taking on Seattle in their last 6 head-to-head matchups. So if you're into historical trends, the Padres have been pretty dominant over the past handful of meetings. The Padres are also 2nd in walks allowed on the road and 7th in striking batters out on the road. So pretty good production out of this pitching staff for the Padres when they travel. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean San Diego, winning that one outright for some money line cash. All right, next and final game for the show, it is going to be Cardinals-Dodgers, 10-10 Los Angeles. The Dodgers are minus 200, totals 8.5. We saw a big 20-cent move toward Los Angeles in the early wagering. No movement on the total as of yet. LA open $1.80 up to minus 200. Total open and remains 8.5. 65% are leaning LA, 62% shaded toward the over. Right now the Cardinals are plus 170 on the money line. The Dodgers minus $1.05 on the run line. We have Miles Michaelis for the Cards. Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. Kershaw is 10-2 with a 2.85 ERA and a 1.06 WHIP. Michaelis on the other side for the Cards, just 7-11 on the year, 4.00 ERA, 1.22 WHIP. The Cards have won just 2 out of their last 8. They also rank 25th in offensive hits on average per game. The Dodgers on the other side, they're the best team in Major League Baseball. They're also virtually unbeatable at home, 44-15 at Dodger Stadium. When it comes to the total, the Dodgers are 12-7 to the over when Kershaw makes the start. The Cards on the other side, 71% to the over on the road when the line was 8 to 8.5. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean LA Dodgers minus 1.5 and the over 8.5 runs in that game. And guys, that is going to do it for me. But before I get out of here, got to remind you once again to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage. That is my current website. We went 3-1 in our premium plays yesterday. That's going to put us at 26-13 in our last 39 premium plays on Patreon. We're also 22-11 in our last 33 daily double package plays. So very good information there. When a capper's hot, you want to tail them. And right now we're doing excellent. So you definitely want to get on that train. And of course, when I'm cold, you guys know me. When I'm cold, I actually don't even promote the chat. I tell you guys, save your money. Find somebody else right now. I'm going through a little bit of a slow streak, but right now, man, we are red hot and we cannot be stopped. We are rolling. Once again, 3-1 yesterday on Patreon, 26-13 in our last 39, and of course 22-11 in our last 33 daily double lean picks there. We also went, the reason why I said leans, we also went 16-5-2 right here on YouTube in our YouTube leans for Monday. So very good way to start off the week, feeling very good about that. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. I got to thank you for tuning in to today's program. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content here today on YouTube, all this great free information. I certainly enjoyed producing it for you. But best of luck to you guys. Happy Tuesday. And as always, don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage.